to let Spirit love me now, worthy of this love. Gonna let Spirit love me now, worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now, I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now, I'm worthy of this love. Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
I know that.
I know that.
Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
That's a fact. Oh, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. When I'm down, oh, I turn to you.
I turn to you.
When I'm down, pull me through. Oh, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. Worthy of this love. Worthy of this love. Worthy of this love. Worthy of this love.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Yay.
Yes, and good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sometimes you just got to plug in and remember to turn on. I don't know. All right. I can tell you're coming up with something. I'm just going to cut you off because I don't know what you're going to say. I read her little mind going like, I got something punny to say about that. So welcome to Ahava Center for Spiritual Living. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love. And we gather every Sunday knowing that love is... always is. Yes, they got it. They got it. I am Reverend Rainbow, and along with Reverend Sunny, we are your co-spiritual directors, and we welcome you here this beautiful Sunday. If you're joining us online, we want to give you a special hello and welcome as well. Make sure to say hello in the chat. Let us know from where you are tuning in this morning, and say hello. Make sure to also click that like and subscribe and share button. And even if you're in the room, we are happy for you to open your phones, check in, take pictures, send videos. We won't judge you for being on your phone as long as you're doing it for Ahava, right?
So how many subscribers do we have?
We, on YouTube, I think we're at like 488, something like that.
Oh,
490,
we got to get to 500. Come on, what do you think?
Let's do it.
All right. So if you haven't subscribed, get a friend to
Yeah,
subscribe,
exactly.
right?
Go in and create like 10 Gmail accounts and then subscribe.
Yeah. Wow. So you know we're a conscious community, right? Are we all conscious this morning? Okay, thank goodness. So we're a conscious community that's committed to curiosity so that we might provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. Does anybody know the truth of who we are? That we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We're also human beings having a spiritual experience. At least I hope so this morning. So we are an open and affirming community. Whoever you are, wherever you are on your path of self-discovery, you are absolutely welcome here. And we also know that we are indeed... We know who we are, but we're also conscious of the fact that we reflect each other. And so just take a moment to turn to your neighbor if you're comfortable and say good morning and thank you for being a reflection of me. And we also know that it is a special day. It's Mother's Day, right? Yes. So do we have any mothers in the house? All right. And mothers extend more than just the females of our population. Many individuals choose their family. Many fathers take care of their kids, and so on and so on and so on and down the line. So, thank you to all of those individuals, and happy Mother's Day. And thank you so much for all that you contribute to the raising of beautiful children.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
And we have a special treat today. We have these beautiful flowers that our aesthetic team and Karen Riggins provided today. And at the end of service, we're going to have a little fun. And so one lucky mother in the house is going to get to take these flowers home. So we'll get to that at the end of service. But want to acknowledge our beautiful flowers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we also have a fabulous vision and purpose here. So I invite you to repeat after me. We are an inclusive community.
We are an inclusive community
Committed to global transformation.
committed to global transformation
Through personal evolution.
through personal evolution.
And our purpose, let's do it together.
Wake up, step up, and make a difference.
That's right. That's what we're here for, and that's what we're doing.
We're doing
That's what we're doing. And today's affirmation, again, if you want to repeat after me, I face my fears
I face my fears
with courage, strength, and trust.
with courage, strength, and trust.
Yes, and so it is.
So it is, yeah. So if you're here for the very first time, if you're viewing us for the very first time online, welcome as well. But if you're in the room and you are a guest, we would especially like to welcome you. So please know that your presence makes a difference in the life of our community. And we would love to give you a free gift. One of our core council members is standing at the ready to provide you with a. Are you? Yes, Vanna's back there
Vanna.
with. So, if you're willing to stand or raise your hand, Vanna will come by and give you a free letter, the A, and.
You don't even have to buy the vowel?
You don't have to buy the vowels.
Wow,
They're
imagine
free.
that.
So do we have anyone who is visiting for the very first time here this morning? All right, let's just
Welcome,
give a
welcome.
nice, and let's welcome back Pat and Nancy from
Yes, welcome
Arizona.
back.
Yay, there they are.
Are they called snowbirds?
They're snowbirds, I
Okay,
think.
because
That's
you
what
leave us in the winter, you fly away from the snow.
Yeah, and
but
then
we're glad you're back.
Yeah, we're very glad. We also want to thank all of our volunteers. I think Hope is doing the camera this morning for the
Welcome
first
to
time.
The team, Hope.
There we go.
Yes. Love our new volunteers.
Yes, that's right. We couldn't do it without you all. And so if you would like to volunteer or become of service for Ahava, it's a great way to get to know us and to really dive into what we really believe here and in our metaphysical community. I know that one of the ways that you can volunteer is with our youth.
Yes, yes.
And if you want to have some
That's a lot of
fun,
fun.
really, youth is the place to go. And
sure.
also our media team. So, yeah, all right.
Excellent. So we have some fun things going on. As usual, Wednesday nights we have our meditation and metaphysical discussion on Zoom. And our next class is coming up at the end of the month. It's going to be on Monday nights starting May 23rd. And our very own Reverend Sonny is going to be facilitating that. It's called Visioning, a Way of Life. So visioning is a very powerful spiritual practice. You hear us speak of it often. And we are excited for this class to invite you into honing this practice for your own life, as well as learning how to facilitate the process of visioning for others and in your community. And from that, we are looking to build a visioning core right here at Ahava to vision for Ahava on a monthly basis. So we are excited for this class. If you have any questions, you can see myself or Reverend Sonny, and we will get you signed up for that. Also, save the date for Lexington Pride is June 25th, and we will have a booth. We're super excited to be representing Ahava at Pride, and that it's going to be back in person after a couple years. There's an online form. Many people have already signed up, but if you have not signed up online or are interested, there's also a paper form today that you can sign up. But if you sign up online, you don't need a double sign up on paper.
Do we get special T-shirts for that?
We have some T-shirts, and we ordered them for the last time. So if you didn't get your T-shirt and you want to volunteer, we'll make sure you get a T-shirt. It's the beautiful ones that you've seen that say Ahava means love with the rainbow on it. So those are our pride T-shirts. So if you sign up and you don't have one of those T-shirts yet, let us know, and we'll make sure we have our awesome T-shirts. So that's a fun little plus, right?
And then I think you have an ordination coming up. Yes?
I do. Yes.
And that is July 22nd. And where the heck are we doing that?
We're going to be downtown at 21C, the Art Museum and Boutique Hotel. It's a fancy, awesome, there's even valet parking and the whole deal. So super excited about that. And what time? Is that what you said? Yeah, it's Friday night at 6 o'clock. And okay, yes, it is Friday night at 6 o'clock, 21C, and you do need to RSVP so we can make sure we have enough seats and all of that, and cake and all of that as well. An invitation went out via email. She gets so excited. I shouldn't have said the word cake. Uh-oh, here we go.
Having cake.
Yes, but an invitation went out via email. If
What
you
kind
did
of cake?
not get that, then I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Oh.
Maybe I'll.
Do you get to
I'll
decide?
Yeah, it's my ordination. I'll take bribes. I'll take bribes though, for if you have a favorite. So make sure you RSVP for that, and we'll have some paper invitations coming soon too, if you want to put it on your fridge as a reminder. But really excited. And we kicked off our Taste of Ahava last week with announcing all of our summer fundraising events. So a really, really big heart, grateful appreciation to all the hosts who are saying yes to create this wonderful event so that 100% of the ticket sales can come back to Ahava. And our first event is happening very shortly, so I'm going to invite up Patty Cooper to talk about her event. And I think there's only 3 tickets left, so you want to get in on this. Two tickets left. Get in on this today if you want to come.
We're going to have a blast at the Gorge. Hopefully, we'll be seeing beautiful wildflowers. Mm-hmm. And each person who goes on the trip will also receive this tree finder book. And I will teach you how to key out a tree. And that helps you notice all the different aspects of that tree.
Awesome.
And appreciate it even more. So sign up and come on, and we're having lunch at Miguel's. It's going to be a blast.
I love Miguel's Pizza.
It's election day. You can vote early. You can vote early that morning, and we'll get back in the afternoon and plenty of time for you to vote.
Perfect.
And I want you to vote.
Yes.
Please vote.
Yes. Thank you, Patty. So, yes, there's a table in the community room after service where you can order tickets, or you can hop on your phone right now, go to our website, and get that link if you want to reserve one of those last 2 seats for the hike, the tree coating, the pizza, and the voting. May 17th, coming right up. All right, let's give some love to this band, yeah? Music director Joe Cinquina, also on bass. Lauren Dechtenberg on keys, and also doing our readings. We have Mr. John Dittert on drums. Our featured vocalist today is Kim D'Amata. Woo! Mr. Jeff Watts making us all sound good. And our practitioner today is Patty Cooper. Yes. So I invite you now just to take that deep breath, settling into this moment. And I'm going to join you and sit with my mama for the rest of the service as we enter into this time of prayer and centering and song.
In this place, my soul is free from the light within. I see all the joy
carry me, carry me, carry me, oh, carry me. In this place, love abides, holy light, surrender me, all the joy, all the peace, carry me. Carry me, carry me, oh, carry me.
Love, peace, joy. Today I know the one as love, peace, and joy. There is only one, there's nothing outside of it. It is all there is. And today I know it as this love and peace, and I know that this is the truth of each person here. And I know too that the day is blessed. Our ministers are blessed, Reverend Sunny and Reverend Rainbow. Our musicians, all the people who came and set things up. And everyone here and listening to my voice right here and right now. These blessings flow. And so it is.
All the joy, all the peace, carry me, carry me, carry me, oh, carry me. Amen. Lauren, would you please do our reading?
Yes, today's reading is from the book Richer Living by Dr. Ernest Holmes. The universe is an orderly system of intelligence, and we exist in it as orderly spiritual beings. Procrastination and delay are unknown to the divine presence and should be unknown to us. Time, spiritually understood, is an orderly method of living easily. Its sole value is measurement. Many people develop an unconscious resistance to time and are habitually late for appointments. These same people usually find their demonstrations delayed because they are in a consciousness of delay. I came to the realization that when we procrastinate, we are living from fear, unsure of ourselves, which is feeling separate from God, or separate from our divine essence. Perfectionism is another feeder of procrastination, in that we put off doing something until conditions are right, or until we can feel like we will do the task perfectly. Oftentimes, this leads to not doing the task at all, causing more of a mess for us to deal with. The truth is that no matter what we do, it is the right thing, because we are expressing the divine all the time.
All right.
Inside my head there lives a dream that I want to see in the sun. Behind my eyes there is a me. I've been hiding for much too long, 'cause I've been too afraid to let it show, 'cause I'm scared of the judgment that may follow. Always putting off my living for tomorrow. It's time to step out on faith. Gotta show my face. It's been elusive for so long. Freedom is mine today. Gotta step out on faith. It's time to show my face. Procrastination had me down. Look what I have found. I found strength, courage, and wisdom. It's been inside of me all along. I've got strength, courage, and wisdom inside of me. Oh. Behind my pride there lives a me. It knows humility. Inside my voice there is a soul. In my soul there is a voice. But I've been too afraid to make a choice, 'cause I'm scared of the things I might be missing. Running too fast to stop to listen. It's time to step out on faith. Gotta show my face. It's been elusive for so long. Freedom is mine today. Gotta step out on faith. Gotta show my face. Procrastination had me down. Look what I have found. I found strength, courage, and wisdom. It's been inside of me all along. Oh, strength, courage, and wisdom inside of me. Oh. When I close my eyes and I think of all that I want to see, I know now I've opened up my heart. I know that anything I want can be. So let it be. So let it be. Let it be. So let it be. So let it be. So let it be. I've got strength, courage, and wisdom. It's been inside of me all along. I've got strength, courage, and wisdom. It's been inside of me all along. And every day I pray strength, courage, and wisdom. Oh, it's been inside of me all along. Every day I pray for strength, courage, and wisdom inside of me. Yeah, yeah. I found it. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it.
think we got a theme going on. Thank you, musicians. As always, an incredible job. Yeah. So let's just take a moment to breathe in the divine flow that has already been established here this morning. This awareness that has been activated within us, has been activated in us through the essence of simply being together as a community, coming together to celebrate the joy within, to celebrate life showing up, to celebrate being alive, to celebrate Mother's Day or whatever other holiday we want to celebrate. But simply being aware of the divine spark that already exists and is having its ways, breathing into itself as each individualized life here this morning. Letting go of anything that would interfere with our natural state of love and of joy, of power, of the presence of the one. Letting go of the past and the future and inviting your soul to be fully present in this moment. Letting go of anything that would not let you be here in this moment. Suspending time, if you will, as we know it, as the reading talked about. And here's the thing. Being here in this moment, being here suspending time, allowing the light to rise up within each soul and to begin to shine. Because you're becoming aware right now, whether you know it consciously or unconsciously, of the light that is living within you. Otherwise, you would not be able to connect with the music or the people around you or the surroundings or the energy that's already been established here this morning. And so when you shine, you become an example of that empowered and fulfilled life, which is something I think we all aspire to. And once we begin to acknowledge and shine that light, we become an inspiration to others. We become that healing presence to others. Because the more that you shine your light, people begin to be drawn to your light. It's not about quantity, it's about the quality of the light that you're shining. Stepping into your power, stepping into the love that you are. And here's the thing, when you find the joy in that light, the joy of simply being alive, because the alternative, I don't even want to think about that right now, but the joy of but it matters to everyone around us. It matters to the community because you are a blessing. We are a blessing. And we've come here to shine the light and live our life as that eternal, beloved blessing that we are. How great is that? How wonderful is that to embody that truth and simply be here now? You know, from this knowingness, or what I know is from this knowingness that we are a blessing, what happens is we discover, uncover, and find unconditional love for ourselves, and we get to be who we are. We get to be who we are without worry of pleasing someone else. You know, I love this. I was talking with someone before service earlier, and I love this, the Kentucky Derby yesterday. Oh my gosh. Why did I not bet on that horse? How many people are thinking that very thing? $2, you know? What a story. And isn't that how life shows up? This horse was not even supposed to be in the Derby. And at the last minute, and a jockey riding it that never been in the Derby before. I love this story. Don't we all love stories like that? Yeah, because it gives us hope that we can accomplish things that, you know, most people did, 80-1. Nobody gave that horse really believed in that horse winning. And boy, that was just amazing. You know, this week, our theme actually this year is Living Everyday Wonder. And our theme this month is emotions, which is not one of my favorite things, I have to say. Like, I think emotions are overrated. I've said that before. But we're talking about emotions, and this week we're talking about the fear factor. And yes, and Reverend Rainbow and I kicked off the theme last week by defining emotions. And so emotions are the outward expression of our inner response to our relationship to others and the conditions and circumstances in our life. We label positive those emotions we're comfortable feeling. And we label negative those emotions we are uncomfortable feeling. And of course, feelings are the inner response. So we also talked about the idea that many of us are socialized to shut down our emotions and therefore hide or run from them. There's a narrative in our society that men aren't supposed to cry or express their emotions outwardly, which shuts down an important human feeling center. Often, society has trained us that certain emotions are bad, while others are good. And this can cause us to judge ourselves. Think about it. When we start feeling these emotions, this can cause us to judge ourselves when we experience certain emotions that are really just a normal experience of our humanity. This is how hidden beliefs develop that affect the outcome of our experience. When we stuff our emotions and avoid feeling and expressing certain things, it creates hidden beliefs that can often sabotage our heart's desires. So this week, we're tackling fear, something we talk about quite a bit often at Ahava. And the reason we talk about it a lot is because fear is one of the most common human emotions. And I've really kind of tackled this a little differently. That reading kind of set this talk up a little bit. But what I want us to think about today is the idea that the human response to fear, first of all, can include fight, flight, or freeze as a physical protective system. And this can be useful when there is actual danger in front of you, like, a grizzly bear. I would be scared. Therefore, emotions are not, for me, that would be a healthy emotion and not overrated by any example. So, most of us fear but the truth is most of us fear things that aren't really there. There's a fear of failure. There's a fear of success and death and flying and being alone or with people, or numerous phobias that can cause intense physical and emotional reactions. And other responses to fear include doubt and worry and anxiety and unworthiness and dread and insecurity and many, many, many others. Are you with me? As with other emotions, fear can be the result of trauma and can cause a tangible reaction in the body. So fear can show up in so many ways and can affect us in so many ways. So instead of allowing fear to paralyze us or deter us from accomplishing our goals, what can happen is we can focus on working through our fears with faith and trust. And we can use this opportunity today, this month, to stretch, to grow and expand, and we can learn tools, and we can also get support. But first, we have to identify, acknowledge, and face our fears. I want to begin by first talking about the word faith. To me, it somehow brings about a picture of relying or believing in someone somewhat blindly, or something somewhat blindly, whereas the word trust seems to be a trait developed after an extensive relationship with someone who has time and time again proved to be reliable and to keep their word. Also, there is a congruence between their words and their actions. And we've all met people like this, right? People we can trust. If they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. And we've met other people who will say they're going to do something, but somehow it doesn't show up or it doesn't happen. So I would trust someone who has demonstrated that they are dependable, right? If I don't know the person, and I have to entrust that person with a highly responsible job or something precious to me or a task, then the element of faith comes in. In this case, I am trusting my intuition and judgment that I am making the right decision. So how does all of this play into fear? Well, let's break it down. Like I said before, fear is a powerful emotion. And if you think about it, hate is not the opposite of love. Fear is. Because it destroys your ability to trust. Not only trusting others, but here's the real deep part about all of this, trusting yourself. So I've been thinking about this all week and how fear really taps into our feelings and emotions at a much deeper level than I have ever thought about before. And trust, which I want to talk about today, trust plays a huge role in fear. And I want to start talking about perfectionism. Anybody here have that perfectionism gene? It's probably your neighbor, right? Or the person sitting next to you. It's not you, right? Okay. So I think it is fear-based and is a result of all or nothing thinking. For example, I am afraid. If I don't get an A+, I'm a failure. If they don't love me, I'm unlovable and not worthy of being loved. If we are holding ourselves to impossible high standards, we are never going to trust ourselves to reach them. But the question is, why do we do it? What the heck does it serve? Why do so many of us fall into that perfectionism trap despite all the stress and anxiety and fear it leads to? Well, I think the deal is perfectionism isn't about doing something perfectly, it is about feeling perfect. Because deep down, perfectionism is less about being afraid of failure itself and more about having a low tolerance for feeling like a failure. Remember, feelings are our inner response and emotions are outer. Now, besides perfectionism, another example, and Lord knows there's nobody here that does this, is procrastination. Why? Because when you procrastinate and break a promise to yourself, you're teaching your brain that you can't be trusted to follow through on your commitments. This is how it works. Suppose you have a project or a presentation you need to complete, but you're afraid it won't be perfect. I have a talk I have to do, but I'm so scared it won't be perfect. It makes you anxious, right? You get nervous, anxious. So we avoid doing it, and for me, I clean my office instead. Oh, somebody else does it too, right? All right, so many people clean their office or the whole house or whatever, right? So we rationalize this by telling ourselves we can't work. I do anyway. I can't work in a messy office. That's all right. Y'all can talk back. I've got great thinkers out here. And so trust me, we all do this at one time or another. It's becoming obvious. So we might feel better in the moment. Oh, look at my clean office. Doesn't it look good? But it's a fool's game. And make no mistake about it, fear can sometimes be very subtle. It wears all kinds of masks, including cleaning your office. I want to go even deeper with this. How many of us present this morning dwell on the past and worry about the future? Yeah, there's some hands. The truth is that some people convince themselves that they need to continually analyze and replay their past mistakes because they're afraid of repeating them in the future. Not that there isn't a place for healthy reflection, but it can also become an obsession. And here's the thing, you can always gauge when you're slipping into this unhealthy obsession because it keeps going and going and going and going without resulting in any new insights, or it doesn't change your emotional behavior. How many times do we run into someone we haven't seen in a long time and we replay the past with them over and over again? Or how many times do we say, I wish I hadn't done that in the past? So what are you teaching your brain? What are you telling yourself? Healthy reflection is deliberate and intentional. In other words, you're thinking about the past for a specific reason and for a specific amount of time. In other words, it's not going on and on and on every day. And so think about it. If you're constantly reminding yourself how you screwed up something in the past, how could you possibly be trustworthy with your future? And speaking of the future, my favorite quote is by Walter Ralph Ing. Worry is interest paid on trouble before it falls due. Worry is interest paid on trouble before it falls due. And the last thing I want to share on this subject of trust and fear is curiosity. What are you telling your own mind if you spend decades suppressing your interest and curiosity in favor of what society or others think is important? What are you teaching your mind or yourself that what you want and what you're curious about isn't really important? That your wanting, your desires, your dreams, your goals are not as important as others. And that, in my opinion, is a setup for endless struggles with not being able to trust yourself and your own desires, which in turn breeds fear. Why? Because what you are saying to yourself is, I can't be trusted to follow my own curiosity when it comes to following my heart. So I am allowing others to make those decisions for me. The key to everything that I'm talking about today is awareness. Awareness is an opportunity to work with our fears, whether they be on the surface or buried deep within. If we allow ourselves to openly and honestly explore our fears, we can get to the root cause and lay the groundwork for healing. We can lay the groundwork for stepping into our own spiritual power. Vulnerability, by the way, is also an important aspect of working with our fears so that we can peel the layers and see what's really going on underneath it all. If we're willing, if we are all willing to stretch and grow, the universe, spirit, whatever it may be for you, God, the law will support our actions with the opportunity to reflect, accept, and release. And when we realize that fear begets more fear, then we can act more consciously from this awareness. And we can examine our response to the fear factor to see how it drives our behaviors and ways of showing up. I don't know about you all, but I want to make my decisions in my life from love, not fear. I want to make my decisions in life from peace, from power, from the truth, from knowing that I am the I am. So this week, whether you are procrastinating or holding on to perfectionism, whether you find yourself obsessing over the past, or whether you're worried about the future, I invite you this week to embrace curiosity and ask yourself this: what am I afraid of, and why don't I trust myself? I guarantee there is an answer if you're willing to go there. Let's go into prayer. Standing in the power of the One. Standing in the power of the One life, the One presence, the source of all, seen and unseen, the invisible made visible, the source of all things, creating out of itself only what is like itself. This power and presence that I know as so many names, so many things: God, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, Moses, Krishna, Shakti. And yet it is no name, it is no thing, it is simply the power and the presence that always has been, always will be. The power and presence that I know from this place within, this place where I lie open to the infinite, where I lie upon the altar of truth and speak my word for this community, knowing that that power and presence that I speak of is love, is power, is grace, is abundance, prosperity, is peace, is life eternal, infinite. And it is from this place of knowing, as I speak my word for this community, I know that regardless of any doubt or any lack or any condition that may be happening right now within anyone, within the sound of my voice, I'm here to say and declare and stand in the power and to stand in the gap, to say that God is right where you are, that Spirit is right where you are, right where I am. And so I know that there can be no delay or denial to this healing that is taking place right now for my life and your life, our life, as the very life of spirit. Procrastination or perfectionism or worry or anxiety no longer serves the higher good. And so it is freedom that I speak of, freedom from all of this. For God is freedom, Spirit is freedom. And so I know that this freedom is opening up through every cell and tissue and fiber, every joint, every muscle, every bone, every organ, working together every day in every way to secure, to experience, to behold, to embody freedom. And as we embody this freedom, I know absolutely that the power and the presence unleashes itself as this holy light, that illuminates the world, simply illuminating from our hearts and our soul. I am so grateful to know this truth. I am so grateful to speak this word for this community. And it is with a grateful heart that I declare and know that all is well. That all is well. And I release my word into that perfect universal law, knowing that the law always responds. The law always says yes. It always says yes. It always says yes. And it is through the power of yes, the place I lovingly call grace, that I release my word. Shalom, hamdalela, ashe, namaste. This prayer is done. I leave it knowing it is so. And so it is. Amen.
Wash over us. We let it be.
We let the joy.
We let
The joy.
Now, before you sit down, turn to your neighbor and affirm the following: I shall never procrastinate again.
Come on, you know you can do it.
Oh, goodness. How many of y'all lied? You just lied, didn't you? All righty, it's time to call our core council members forward. It's time to give. And there are several ways you can give. You can go to our website and click on the give tag or text the word give to 859-209-6996. Or you can mail in your gifts to 168 Burt Road, 40503. That's Lexington, Kentucky. All right. So I invite you to just take your gift, your offering, for a few seconds and just hold it to your heart and give it your own personal blessing, even if you're doing it online. And we also do this as a community, so please enthusiastically repeat after me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have.
Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have.
All that I give and all that I receive. I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava, knowing it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Grateful.
I was born to live life fully, to let go of regret, to walk the high wire of life without a safety net, to follow something even bigger than my pride, to show up with courage even when I'm trembling inside. And I will not worry about what others think of me. Oh, I will not be shackled by the chains of conformity. Oh, I'll break the mold set in my past, keep pushing till I'm free at last. Follow the path of my heart, make my life a work of art. Call me fearless. I am fearless. I'll follow the road to adventure everywhere. Oh, let the top down and let the wind tangle up my hair. Hitch my dreams onto the brightest star. On the trapeze of life I'll throw my heart. I'm trying to be.
Your shining star, wonderful, just the way you are. We celebrate your sacred face. We love you just the way you are. We love you just the way you are. We do. I love these boots.
They light up.
They light up? Oh, wow. So do you.
All right, let's all say our affirmation together. 1, 2, 3. I honor the divine feminine. We honor the divine feminine. And what does that mean, Kerrigan?
Basically means that divine feminine basically means that it's like the side that is more caring and nourishing, and we call it the divine feminine because you can see it more through women.
That's what was our observation. But it's in everyone, right?
Yeah, it's in it.
And what did we do today? I asked everyone in class to raise their hands if they wanted to share. So Kerrigan and Cadence, then you could say bye when we're at the end, okay? Cadence, what did you want to say?
What was it again?
What did we do in class? What was our project?
So we made little things for our parents.
We made little things for our parents. Remy, what do you want? Oh, and we had a really interesting snack today, some longanberries. Everyone tried them. No one actually liked them, so don't buy them. Remy, you want to say bye?
Yes. Bye.
Let's go. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so we also want to let you all know that we're having a youth and family picnic next Sunday after service together at Kirk Lexington Park. So that will be a lot of fun if you can join anyone who considers themselves a family.
Are you having cake?
No cake, Reverend Sonny. So we want to do the flowers. If you considered yourself a mother in this room and would like to take home these beautiful flowers, here's how you're going to play.
I
the
think
game.
anybody should if they want to take them
Sure.
home.
So here's
Because they could give them to somebody
Yeah,
if they
that's
wanted
true.
to, or
pass
keep
them
them.
along, however
right?
you want to do it. So if you want to play the game to win the flowers, what you have to do is stand up and think of a number between 1 and 50. Reverend Sonny's going to hold the magic number. So who would like these flowers? Stand up, and then I'm going to go around. You're going to say your numbers. Don't change your number now, Reverend Sonny. Turn around so
I
you don't
got
see
it.
who's
Let's
saying
start over here.
All right. 25. 46. What, you point?
What?
14. 41. 17. Anyone over here? No one wants to play? All right.
What are y'all afraid?
Did you listen? Afraid you won't win, so you're not even going to play? Come
They're
on.
just procrastinating.
See?
Procrastinate.
See the number? I think.
What's the
I
number?
think 25 is the closest, maybe.
25? What was your number?
33.
All right. 25. Yay, Angela. Beautiful, beautiful.
You have to come up and parade yourself in front of everybody. You're not afraid, are you?
A little bit.
All right, so practitioners are available for prayer. All you need to do is write your prayer and put it in the prayer box, and Patty will be gathering all of those prayers after service, and we'll be saying those prayers all week long. Isn't that great? You actually have somebody praying for you all week long. So I encourage you, and it doesn't have to be something that, you know, you want to change. It can be, hey, I need prayer for extended joy in my life. I'm happy, and I just want to have that go on every day, right? All right, so let's stand and do our benediction and sing out. What do you think? All right. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my fears.
Life is in my fears.
Life is in my fearlessness. And life is in my affairs. I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I share it.
And I share it.
Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears not.
And just the way it appears not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you.
I don't. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
We want to thank everyone for coming out today and for joining us online. We'll hope to see you again next week. The procrastinators meeting has been postponed until Sonny gets cake.